show you.
Yeah. All right.
Google has a ton of APC versus UPC images. I just grabbed one. I'm going to send it to you to share.
Yes.
Okay.
You see the difference.
It might work. Doesn't mean it's right.
All right. So the conical was the UPC.
It's green. Conical is green.
APC.
Conical is APC.
All right.
So it's the term is SC standard connector, APC angle polish connector, and that goes in anything RFOG. All new fiber should be EPON, and that's the blue one, the flat one. Ultra polish connector. You saw the difference? You got it?
Yes.
Now, one thing worth mentioning, let's say the Berry crew pre-buries the wrong kind. Happens.
A lot. There's a lot of green to the HFOC. The HFOC is what plugs into the
Yeah.
map.
Sometimes, it's tucked away. They're not looking at the labels. They just see 250. Okay, that's what I need. They get it up. The baggie that's in here is still in here, so they don't even pay attention to the color. It's just hooked up. You get there. It's wrong. Go down the install. You have two options. If you're for certified to splice, you can chop the old one off and put a new one on. But Comcast also carries bands adapters, which will convert blue to green.
Yeah.
It's just a
I
jumper.
thought I saw.
You put on a coupler, blue to blue, now the other end is green. You put on
Sure.
the coupler, green to green, now the other end is blue.
Those
Don't
are
down and
allowed.
install because
Right,
the
no one
berry
can tell.
drop was the wrong kind. You can convert it and move forward. You could potentially pull it out and replace it because it's in conduit. Either way, no reason to down.
If it's plugged into the O&U already though, and it's surround tip, like you should bring that up.
For sure.
You should
You should bring it up anyway.
Yes,
Okay,
correct.
so let's go over this one more time. The conical style is APC, and
Yes.
that acronym was angular
Angle
polish.
polish connector.
Angle polish connector.
Yep, and that's green.
That's the
What
green.
you're
Okay,
hold
well,
on, no,
one.
great,
Okay.
no, what you're holding, is
I
that
just-
angled?
Yes.
Bingo. So that's what I'm saying.
I just put a blue connector
Yes.
on the wrong style
Yes,
end.
that's why you want to take a moment to look at the tip.
Because the plastic
Yes.
is the same. You could mix and match these colors
Yes,
all day.
all that's different is the dye that goes into the plastic.
Yeah. Typically, the little party hat that comes on it is going to be the right color.
The party hat.
But then,
Yeah, okay.
but you should check. You should understand what the tip looks
Yes.
like, so you don't. You could be colorblind and do this job just fine.
Yes.
Because it matters. You
100%.
know what the tips look like, and
APC.
EPON is flat
Like
and
this,
blue.
this is gonna get messed up. This is gonna get messed up a
There's
lot.
not too many.
It
Well, I'm
can-
just
No,
saying,
actually,
if
in your
people are
warehouse,
plugging
there
into
are
O&Us, they're gonna, as you
green,
said, they're gonna damage them and
a
everything else. I really
Yes.
think we should go over this
Yeah,
one
or
more
block, you're
time.
not going to see much. And they're slowly being phased out more and more. And more.
Well, hey, I'm impressed that you were able to already
Same.
figure out
Same.
that was not right. Dude. That's
Yeah, well,
good.
what he was saying, and then I'm sitting here looking at this like, okay.
blue doesn't mean.
Just
UPC,
look at the tip. Look at the
APC.
tip. Yeah.
These do not go in the O&Us, only the flat style.
They go in there, yes, exactly. If you put the angle into an ONU, one of those
You
ONUs,
said you'll damage
yeah,
it.
you're going to damage it.
Good catch, brother.
Well, I mean, it's gonna
I
get
got
messed up. It's
nothing
gonna get
more.
messed up a lot.
I got nothing more. If you guys are good, if you have any questions, I'm here for
That
you.
was great. Thank you very much. For
Whoa.
that, man.
Well, let's go. I mean, what I was
I'm gonna go over some other things. He was going over the products that they provide to us.
I don't know
but
the
I'm
soft
gonna go
tools.
over further details that we
Yeah,
have.
if you have work order specific stuff, that's not a damn.
Well, I was going to get into working parameters, what we would see for values with our light meter. Are we looking at loss per footage? You know,
The loss is almost negligible. So
Okay.
if you're at the nap and you see like negative 27, it's going to be negative 27, unless you're putting in a 4,000.
Maybe one.
what type of values are we? What are we looking for? I mean,
Yeah, they know the levels.
okay, that's what
Yeah.
we'll go over that stuff. Then,
Yeah,
or
so
what?
Comcast has around, I don't know what the range specifically is, but negative teens to mid to low 20s is typically where you'd want to be.
Got it.
If you
Okay.
see negative 29, 30, that's probably not great. You will never see a positive number.
Ever.
Yeah, if you go to 28, then you're getting into territory where it's not going to
Yeah.
work. So
Negative,
the way that
negative.
fiber optic signal works is that it's different. So the negative is the loss that you're getting from the source.
Mm-hmm.
So negative 2 is possible to get. It doesn't happen in Comcast very often, but you can have negative 2, and that's good light. It's when you get over a certain amount of loss, like 28, 29, that's when you're not going to activate.
Yeah.
But
Negative
generally,
what
if
about
you're below
22,
28 somewhere,
23?
You're good.
Fine.
you're good.
It's just like cable. It's not like positive 10 is necessarily better than negative 2. They're all within a range. And as long as you're in that range.
Well, that's kind of why I was
You're
bringing
gonna
it
be
up,
fine.
just so that I know when things are going to
Yeah.
work, when they're not.
Yeah, there's not with the tools we would be able to give. There's no full scan for fiber. You literally just look at the light level. PHT will tell you both if the ONU is online and what the levels are, and then it'll tell you that the gateway that you're connecting to the ONU is online. The cleaner is sort of how you ensure that you're not gonna like see a negative 29. I mean, I guess you could go negative 29, click. Oh wow, negative 20, it really was messed up.
Right.
What the cleaning typically does is eliminates that small stuff that causes tiling and nonsense
Sure.
like that.
I think the range is like negative 18 to negative 28.
Yeah, on the negative
That's
18
it.
is like the
That's-
most common number that
Yeah.
I've seen. It doesn't mean
And you're seeing this at the,
Oh, and
at the
Okay.
end of the drop, yeah.
okay.
Yeah, so whether you check it with your meter at the very end of the drop or you're letting the PHC tell you what the value is, you're going to be. But again, if you wanted negative 18, I got negative 21, completely fine.
Brian, we want you to have a jumper, like the one that
Yeah,
I gave
yeah.
you the
No,
other
I
day,
got- hey, man.
and you test it at the NAB.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I would like for you to test it at the NAB rather than on the drop, so you know.
Yeah, and just like a cable install, I mean, you can see, oh man, I got to run 1,000 feet. Check light at this pole first.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't spend 2 hours running a drop just to find out you didn't have light to begin with.
Yeah.
Do your nap work stuff first, and find out that you can even move forward. Just like cable.
Okay,
right?
so when you're hooking up at the NAP, what is the range you're looking for? Let's say you got to run 600 feet. You know.
It's the same. So you're not like Dan said, the loss is
Oh, it's
negligible.
negligible.
It's not like, oh, I need this much to end up here.
Uh-huh.
If you start with negative 18.1 at the.
What's the win? What is the window?
Don't go over 28. So
Yeah.
if you lose 1, let's say you're negative 1, that's the most loss you'll have over fiber.
Don't
Okay.
go under negative
Yeah.
28.
Don't go over negative 28.
It's like measured in like loss like per mile.
Yeah.
Per kilometer.
Under
It's
on an integer scale.
Yeah, but with these
Don't go
naps,
under-
is it something where it either works or
Right?
Yeah, if you get to negative
Yes.
29, then you're gonna have a problem.
it either works or it doesn't work? I mean, when I hook up,
Yeah,
I'll
you
be able to
have
tell
light
right
or
away
you
if there's a-
don't.
Okay.
That's the
Okay.
good news about fiber.
Yeah, you're not like, well, I'm
Uh,
waiting for block sync. No, the light meter tells you have a
Boom.
level. I can't think of a time where you had light but no data inside of it. Because cable is,
It's red light.
the signal levels you're looking at on cable, those are the carriers of the data.
Right.
With this, the light is the data. So if you have light, you should assume everything's going to be fine.
Also, something that we didn't go over before we go too far, don't unspool fiber that you're not using. Does that make sense?
Right.
What happens is a lot of this stuff has fiberglass in it, and so if you unspool it, okay, you're doing this, you're unspooling it, and you let too much go, it'll come out and just make a freaking rat's nest on you immediately. I mean, I'm talking about.
Especially the
Let me
recording
get
drops.
some- I got something to show you. Keep going.
But yeah, be careful about how you handle the fiber because obviously you can break it. The ones that have fiberglass in it are harder to break. Like you'll break the fiberglass before you break the fiber itself. You'll hear it crack if you bend it too much. It'll go like that. But that's something. If you haven't worked with fiber, it's something to look for because if you break it or crack it, that's a scenario where you're getting negative 18 at the nap, and then you get over here and you go, what the heck? It's 32, and then the fiber moves a little bit. What? It's 18
And then all of a
again,
sudden
and
it
then it's
works
32.
again. Okay.
You know, it'll do that to you if you crack the fiber. So you got to be real careful when you're running it because that'll affect the overall.
And at the ONU, if you're negative 28,
That would be a worry.
If you're at negative 28 at the ONU, you should compare it to what's coming out of the NAP. Okay.
got it.
If you're at negative 28 at the ONU but negative 18 at the NAP, then you probably damaged the fiber.
Right. Okay. Hey,
Yeah.
no, that's what I'm asking.
Are we tracing it back to the vault and looking to see if it's connected? If there's no signal at the NAP, or is that just a regular opinion ticket? So they got the lasers you put in there, and I did that.
Yeah, that's a red
before.
light. Yeah.
Yeah, and I went back to the vault, opened it, and seen where it's coming out, and I hit it with an alcohol wipe, reconnected it, and it was fine.
So you could, but I would probably discourage anyone that didn't know exactly what they were doing from messing around with like a splice box, because you could damage like other people's stuff.
Oh, forgot I said that.
It's kind of like, yeah, I remember how to like pull a tap out, and you know I had tap plates on me as a tech.
Yeah.
PM doesn't want you doing that necessarily, so kind of the same thing. I wouldn't, especially for the purposes of, you know, we have like essentially a graduating class here. I don't want to just jump to splice boxes and the next
Gotcha.
vault upstream. If you don't have light at the NAP, check another port. I don't think we talked about these connectors. There's an arrow on them, and that means they do only slide into the NAP like one way, and once you're done sliding, that's when you start screwing it, and the screw sucks it in the rest of the way. Those ports are strangely delicate.
Yeah.
And
Fragile.
once they are broken, they cannot be repaired by you. And in fact, what PM has to do is replace the entire tray that is inside there and reconnect all the fiber internally. So be careful when you're connecting and disconnecting, of course, not too much torque. But if you don't have light at one port, check another.
Check it out.
Because sometimes they're all going to have 4 ports visually, but maybe only 2 fibers are run inside. Maybe it was designed to only serve 2 customers, so 2
That's what I was
ports
about
are
to
dead.
Sorry, say
Sometimes
that
it's
part
3.
again.
So a NAP is going to have 4 ports on it, but inside the container, you might only have actual 2 fibers or 3 fibers by design. So you might have just happened to pick port 4, and it was never intended to work. Try
Only
port
1 and 2 or-
try port 3 or try port 2. Now, it has happened, but all the other 3 ports are already occupied, and you need port 4.
I thought I was getting confiscated or something. What?
And you need port 4, and port 4 is dead. Reach out, and someone needs to look at a plant map. Maybe this house was built after the fact, and we had only designed it for 3, and someone stuck a 4th house in there. I mean, all the same stuff that happens with cable. This is not fiber specific.
Well, I mean, I'd be worried about guys showing up, getting dirt inside of those, or doing weird stuff,
But
and then you're
because
already
it's-
messed up to begin with.
I mean,
Well, look, you're right. That can happen. What he's saying is that you have to check every port because
Yeah.
A, you can damage it just by putting that in the wrong way.
So that's why all these are captive. There's going to be a cap at the nap. Unscrew it and let it dangle, or put it back when you're done. Let this dangle, or make sure you leave it capped. You leave these things capped until the moment you're ready to connect it. And I don't think we said it, but it's obvious. Never look at the tip. This is not visible light. Do not look to see if you have light. I think it's one of those things like assume every wire is live. Even if you're sure you left it disconnected at the street, don't go looking at the tip ever. Ever.
It'll enhance your vision.
You will, yeah.
Get very
Yeah,
close.
daredevil style. So,
yeah, those red lights are really bad for your eyes.
Alright, so you said something, don't unwind it, and I'll show you this too. The easy way to do it. Just grab a zip tie, you fold this down. You can take most of this fiber just by sliding one of these zip ties on through. Yes.
I like that idea.
Like this. Yeah. And then just tear it apart. And this will all come right off. And it stays nice and round. And then if you want to compress it even further, just fold it over on itself. Like so.
I know.
And then you can do all that. And then just again,
and that's how it
zip.
fits in here.
Yes, it will fit in there. Or like,
He's not breaking.
Well, that's what I'm saying. How durable is that stuff? I mean, I would be
Pretty
concerned
durable.
that.
Just this one.
Okay.
It's more. There's fiberglass in most of it. That one has the string.
no, there's fiberglass in all of
There's
it.
fiberglass.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's gonna keep it. The fiberglass is gonna break before the fiber. That's why it's designed.
Yeah, I
that
mean,
way.
his twisting kept everything round,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, not
and it didn't break the minimum bend radius.
And don't tie this tight. You want that loose so it can change.
Sure.
But here, if you want to give it a go on your own.
I was just curious
So
on
yeah,
how.
if you can.
How
Good
rough-
question. From there is just
How
the
rough you
knob
can be
is
with the stuff
simple,
before
like
you know. I mean,
the
you're not
one
gonna
on
give
the
it. You
ground.
bust it.
You're
You're
not
not. I was
opening
joking
like
about.
there is other knobs when you open like bunch of splice,
No,
and
no,
you don't
that's-
need to look in the.
That would be
It's
like
like
the nose,
screw
basically.
in.
Yeah. You're just screwing. You're not going connecting.
And that's more than fine.
You're not doing all that.
But you're not going to be able, like, that's 100 and,
Easy at the knob. EPON, you're leaving a slack at the house.
No, any vaults we don't want.
That's about
This is
100
gonna
feet.
happen. What?
That's
You
about
can leave
100
about
feet.
50 to 100 feet of slack.
I'll
in
be
this.
doing that a lot.
But again, the thing is, you want to zip tie it first.
The main thing
to
would
keep
be
it in that
right
form
drop.
before you start doing that.
Before you
Because
do
when you
the
have-
configuration.
like you saw how I put a zip tie on before I peeled the box away.
Yeah.
They're all prefab.
You can still put a mechanical
So
connector.
basically, when you're like that,
Cut those.
This comes in our, you talking about the Corning?
You can put a
None of
connector.
the old ones, if they're still.
You can still do it.
what
If you know how to cut them, you can do
We're
it.
talking about putting a connector on.
If you know how to do it, you can do it. Not having
That's
slack
Kevlar,
is
that's
what they
in most
want.
fibers.
We can make
And
it
that's
happen.
just the strength member so that you can't pull it apart.
You can do it.
Pull the glass apart.
You can
they're
just
talking
get-
about putting the mechanical connectors on what? The
That's
messenger
much-
line?
Fiber.
Just sitting there.
maybe less than that.
So remember how I showed you, you can open the fiber up like this?
Yeah.
If you cut down like so, you can open this up so that you can just wiggle this, the fiber will come out, and now you can put a connector on there.
Sure.
So
Okay.
say for whatever reason, like to Otto's point, you don't want to ever down a job, but say all you have is a 500-foot span, and you're like, I'm only going 100 feet. 400 foot of
Then you
slack
have
race.
to do that.
Ideally, yes. Oh, you can definitely peel it apart with just your nail.
So you good?
I mean, until we move on to the next topic here, I
There's
guess.
another.
Like that.
I mean, we're talking about a few different
You can
things.
see I pulled the glass right off. Just,
Yeah.
I'm not saying do that because it's a
What
little rough,
questions do you have, Ryan?
but yeah.
So we were talking about some of the materials back there. When am I gonna need an 1800 or a 2000 QP, the quick push?
RBB.
No, a quick push. If you ever need an 8, I don't think we sell you more.
I mean,
than 400
basically,
foot.
the
Oh,
quick,
the
no,
blues,
the quick
yeah.
push, there's some
Yeah.
high number footage back there. When is that stuff gonna, is that?
I don't think you're gonna have a QP. You're talking like QP, TN, or DM. I don't think you're ever gonna see a quick push back there. I'll go look in a minute. I
No,
don't
there's
think-
some high footage
Over
stuff, and I was
400 feet?
thinking, yeah, the QP is basically your outlet going to your O and U.
So when you would have that is typically gonna be in a warehouse situation.
Commercial
So-
stuff,
yeah,
right?
that's
Okay,
it.
where you're pulling through conduit and that type of thing.
And you're going
or-
from one end of the building all the way down to the other end of the Amazon facility.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
It's not common, but yes.
It happens though.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Typically,
long-
what I'm seeing though is most of the time they grab a drop and just cut off the other end and then put the connector on that side. So
That's
they'll
what
get
it wants you
2,000
to
feet.
be. To be able to use, you particularly, maybe some of the other techs, we won't be expecting that, but you particularly, because I know who you are. We'd like
What are
to
you
see
saying?
you
Take what you
able-
have and then terminate the end? or
Instead of
Yes.
using these pre-made fittings, you take a piece of this, you screw it into the
Yeah.
nap,
This
and then you
side's
go the
not
length you need.
cuttable. Don't
Cut it.
This side.
You know,
We don't carry replacement. They
You
exist,
can't,
but
you
we,
can't.
we don't.
yeah, that would be spliced on.
Yeah, you can.
So
But you particularly should be able to take any of these, fit it to size,
Right.
cut it, and plug it in.
Done.
That's what I like to do, because
yeah, there's
You're-
no
you're the
need
guy.
for extra